Kampala's waste problem reached a peak with the collapse of the Kiteezi landfill 2 months ago. The landfill was the sole waste collection point in the Kampala metropolitan area. Since then, several companies have pitched to the city authorities to manage the waste, including RIC Energy Group, which has a footprint building solar energy plants across the country.
So since we have been here for more than 7 years, we have also been seeing and witnessing challenges around the waste management in Kampala. So in 2019, we went to KCCA to discuss what are the possibilities we can do to resolve this problem of waste management. And first, us being an energy company, it came to our mind that can we do waste to energy here? So we kept on engaging with KCCA. Unfortunately, the process stopped a bit when COVID pandemic happened and everything was shut down, but then we re-engaged immediately thereafter. We did all our preliminary assessment. We found out that waste to energy is the most optimally or technically and commercially viable solution for Kampala.
Converting waste to energy is a process that involves a number of technicalities, including finding the suitable location.
So we first evaluated the land in Kiteezi, which was not found suitable for doing a waste to energy project because the land has a lot of seepage and moisture now. Then the alternative which was explored was another land parcel in Dundu owned by KCCA, 135 acre. Of course, that's too big and we don't need 135 acre for our project. So we embarked on doing all the studies in terms of monthly waste characterization, waste quantification. Our team went to various waste collection points to understand how the waste is actually collected, delivered to Kiteezi, how it will be transferred to Dundu in the future. Having done all the studies, then we went on to the land. The land also we assessed. We had to do a lot of geotechnical studies, hydrological surveys, topographical surveys to assess the suitability of land parcel for doing a waste to energy plant in Dundu. The equipment which will be deployed for waste to energy plant is fairly heavy equipment with incinerators, so a land parcel needs to be suitable.
The technology to be deployed has to match the seasons and the quality of the waste produced across the Kampala metropolitan area.
After having assessed in total detail, we have realized this is the only technology which will work here in Kampala. See, there are other alternatives in most of the countries, and I'll give you an example of India, for example. India is running more than 50 incineration plants, and the kind of waste which is there in India is more similar to the kind of waste which is there in Kampala, which also we have assessed based on the composition studies we have undertaken. And there are certain other areas where people do it. People are doing some pilot projects. I would call them pilot because they're not yet proven technologies in other areas. So those technologies people are deploying for handling like 100 ton of waste a day. The quantum of waste in Kampala is 2,000 ton a day. So there is no time for us to get into experimentation here, and we would like to do something which is already proven with no risk of failure.
In the end, power generated has to be affordable.
Our tariff here is very reasonable, very competitive. It is duly benchmarked with similar waste to energy plants worldwide. In fact, it's even lower compared to what we are offering. Even in India, it is much higher at times. And then there are no hidden costs. We are only working on a single source of revenue, a single tariff, which we have been very transparent with from very beginning.
The collapse of the Kiteezi landfill was the tip of the iceberg, a reflection of a bigger problem across the country. However, if harnessed well, waste can turn from being a death trap to an opportunity. Joanne Salmon, NTV.